Hello, guys. Hello. Sorry, still warming up and doing logistics and life stuff and getting food and need to send a quick test message. Hello, Bella. How you doing? Oh, yeah. Hold on, you got me. You got me there on the phone. I do have to send one quick message before I really go live. But good to see you, man. You're first in. It's hard to beat Goldie doing that. Good to see you, my dude. Let me just. Let me just do this. And that's a pretty good photo. Anyway, I'm actually sitting. Oh, hold on. Yeah, it's because the mic's way over here. There we go. That should do the trick. How are you, Burlap? Exciting stream today. Exciting stream to get today. So let's see. We're going to be doing, I guess actually, let's see, Yo, Crispy, how you doing? You're back, man. You're back. Welcome. Okay, hold on. Let's see. Our messages are not updating. This is the issue. This is the issue that you have when you build your own stuff. So let's get that going. Oh my God, is Chibi at the door here? So we're just gonna go there, and first we're gonna get everything up and running. Then we'll let Chibi in, because Chibi's scratching at the door. All right, Chibi, hold on. You can come say hello. You hear the talking, don't you? But no food, because Chibi's very food motivated dog. Hello, come up, say hi. Say hi. Look, yes, you're beautiful. Yes, you're a beautiful dog. And we enjoy having you very much. Aw, you're beautiful. I'm sorry you'll have to see this. You have to see this overt affection. Hey, Gibby. Yeah, hello. All right, Gibby's gonna hang out. Guys. So, where were we? Oh my God, Snolzy, straight back into it. I enjoy you having rant and Goldie resubbing for 12 months. Holy shit, you've resubbed for 9. Dude, Goldie, thank you, man. What do we name it? Me too, I enjoy having Seb around. Like, yeah. What do we name what? What do we name what, Goldie? Good morning, Gorky. How you doing? Oh, hello, Chibi. He's put his. Oh, come on back up, so people can say hi to. Come on. Oh, you don't want to go up and say hello? No. Okay, that's fine. You just stay there and look pretty. Yes. Come on, one more up. Oh, good boy. We need a Chibi cam. Twitch, baby. Hell yeah. It says 9 months. I know, 9 months is huge. That's so much. Hello, beautiful dog. I'm sorry. I'll give you attention. I'm sorry. I'm paying attention to the internet. And now I'm covered with fur, and I don't even care. All right. We're going to restart that because I want you all to have your chat. So there we go. It goes down. I read 12. It did say he resubbed for 12 months at tier 1, and he's been subbed for 9 months. So he did resub for 12, but he just arrived at the restaurant, so I'll be back in a few hours, Goldie. No worries, dude. No worries. I'm glad you stopped in to say hi, man. We'll be here. We're gonna be hanging out. No problem. I will be here when you get back. I promise. And a hype train just started. Oh my God, we just went live and we're already I'm locking in Arc Raiders. Yo, Lisa was streaming that last night, and oh my gosh, she raided with like 150 people. That's a vibe. She must be going off. She must be going a little bit viral with that game, which is amazing for her. I absolutely love that. I love that for her. Okay, she has been blowing up from Arc Raiders content. Yeah, sick. I love that. That gal deserves all her success. I wonder if she got raids or if that was just organic growth. People like her TikTok videos. Yeah. Yeah. That's good stuff. We're going to be doing breakfast. She's so sweet. Meanwhile, I'm evil. Yeah. That can be fun. You know, especially if you're a good person in person, sometimes it's nice to have a bit of creative outlet and to play the villain. All right, what we've got today, guys, is apple, pear, and oats for breakfast. It's a rather big bowl, because I intend to lock in. I know you better than that, Snolzy. I know you better than that. So, today we're going to be continuing on our journey of creating... Hold on. Of creating not monsters. But you'll know that. Recti might not know what we're up to. It's amazing that Recti recognizes Jibby. And I've got my cup of tea. I feel like I need to... Let's just edit the scene for a minute. I need the draw scene. The draw scene is what I need. There we go. That's way cleaner. I need to be able to switch to the draw. I have to get my Steam Deck going again. Jibby wants food. Doesn't even want my attention. Just knows there's food on the table and wants some. Disc. No food for you. Oh man. On one hand, I'm hungry, but I actually really want to get into the code, get into what we're doing. All right, where's our little chat bar down the bottom? Gibby's locked in. If I wasn't here, I 100% guarantee Gibby would be eating that. She would be eaten. He would be eaten. Send me the best. Thank you, Armando. I appreciate that. Meanwhile, I'm evil in game. So what kind of evil things do you do, Snolzy? Because I actually love the looter shooter genre. And Lisa's been asking me to play. She's been asking everyone to play. But I'm pretty excited about this. I want to lock in and get this done. So, hold on. I'm even going to because we're going to be using this scene a lot, I think. No, that's not the everywhere. We want the draw to scale this way. All right, what have I done? Okay, draw. I'm going to scale down like that, I think. And then we're going to crop the top. And then like that. Yeah, like that. And then we get chat down the bottom. How is everyone's Christmas? How is everyone's Crimbus? It's Boxing Day. We were going to do a shopping stream, but Fast is like, nah. Forget that. It's too chaotic. Too much going on. We're going to avoid it. So was Kaz, to be fair. She was like, get out of here. Not going into public places crowded with people. Which is fair. Okay, so they're both not wrong. Very true. Very true. So last night I did actually do a little bit more work when I stopped going live. I shouldn't have, but I did, which was silly because I wasn't my best me. I should have got sleep. Here's where we got to. We did this. So let's see. We did actually get some animations in, and I think I've now learnt how to manage this a little bit better, because I think what we can do, go manage animations. So I got a bunch of animations in like this, but it's not the best approach, the one that I used. And I quickly this morning I had a look, and we have another one that we're gonna try and use that. We're also gonna go and generate more art. We're gonna pick up where we left off here. Oh, someone must be home. So these need fixing up, and we also need to finish generating these assets. I accidentally deleted them as we were doing it, and there's a lot of characters that we need to do. So I don't know if today is going to be a character day. I feel like it would be better to get environment progressed. I think that's going to be the next thing to really to make an effort on. So yeah, just to show where we got to yesterday. That's actually that's a good feeling. That's a good sign. Coming back to this and feeling like this works. Though now that I look at it, this is too small. It's nice when you come back with fresh eyes the next day on something. The city gate definitely needs to improve its maybe like 15x, 1.5 times what it is now. Yeah, that's better. I think just like the cobblestones, that needs more size. All right. Because, like, think how many people, for a big city gate, how many people need to be able to stand in this? That cart needs to be able to get through, for instance. And as it was, I don't think a cart was getting through. Now this is big enough for a cart through the gates. So, yeah, that makes way more sense. So, all right, coming at that with fresh eyes the next day definitely made an improvement to the scale. But, yeah, this is where we got to yesterday with our art. Which I think is pretty freaking cool. I'm psyched to do more of that. And that might be a good way to just like jump in and get momentum going. And then we can focus on characters and animation. To me, that's the next step. It's getting animations in. And the other thing I want to do is I want to get root-driven motion. And that's a way to do like root-driven motion is where usually what happens with an animation is you get like let's say you have your character and they are doing a run, right? So they've got their arms like that and they're doing their run. What tends to happen is you get this like see, we get like the legs running, and then what'll happen is it'll go from like on the spot, you'll get this animation where they're running from left to right. Root driven motion does this, right? There's a point where they are, there's a point where they're going, and they'll move along this line in that direction. So in the animation, you can actually animate the offset, which makes it way easier to have things like where the foot placement goes, like have the foot stay, and the distance the character actually moves in the animation is the distance they move through the world. So that's what root-driven motion is. And I find it's a way to get much smoother animation and locomotion for your character. And so the easy way to do animation is just to like play the animation and move the character with code. But what I think I want to do is I want to move the character with animation. Just to keep the game feeling good as you play it. So that's going to be the plan. It's going to be the plan is to do that. Yo, Goldie, I just noticed your sub pushed it on to 69 subs. We're at 69 subs. How's that? Nice. Thank you again for the subs, guys. It's a good way to start a stream. It's a good way to wake up in the morning, have some breakfast, get some subbies. I love that. So, the plan for today, I think we'll start the day by generating with some more art, and then we'll do some root-driven motion. I don't know how far we'll get with it. I think importing the animations and getting the characters moving would be a good start. We're definitely going to need to rig up some characters because the one that we got... So we're going to use Mixamo. I've decided we're not going to use Mixamo for the rigging. Hey, Shadow, how you doing? Welcome in, man. We're not going to be doing Mixamo for the rigging. We're going to try and do it with directly in Hunyan. One thing I might choose to do is move to self-hosted for Hunyan as well. See if we can get the 3.0 model running locally. I think I want to do that in a container. But it depends how we go with our free generations. Yeah, first I'll do that, and then from there we'll figure it out. This is good. It's a good breakfast. Okay. I'm going to come back to that, not eat it all at once. How are you, Shadow? Have you heard of the project that we're on? Have you seen what we're working on right now? What we're cooking? We're cooking a game. We're doing a game jam called Not Monsters. Actually, what do you guys think? Who's here? Head count. We've got like 13 people. The game could be called... It could be called two things. It could be called... Originally, I thought it might be cool to call it Not Monster. Yo, Bella! Bella's here! Hello! Am I really here? Yes! It happened! It happened, Bella! I got to stream earlier more often. Like, thank you. Welcome. Okay, hold on. Now, I'm changing my audio so I don't speak too loudly. Sebi, it's you! I'm here! It's true! I'm alive! Alright, what do you think, guys? Should the game be Not Monsters or Not Monster? I think Not Monsters is better because it's kind of like a commentary on the villages. I think we're going, maybe I kind of answered my own question just now. We're doing Not Monsters, but check it out. What we're doing, Bella, is we're making a game jam. So this is you love the art? Yeah, nice. I'm glad. It's going to be a social deduction party game, Bella, called Not Monsters. It's going to be like Fall Guys meets Party Animals Brawler with the main game being like Werewolf. So it's going to be multiplayer. I'm going to try and get as much as I can for a prototype done in 1.5 weeks with my holiday. This is the cover art. You can kind of get a sense of what the game's about there. You know, this is what the Steam capsule might look like. This is what the Steam banner might look like. So you can get a sense of like, you know, if you play, you'll go into matchmaking, you'll get a match, you'll go to the night mode where you prepare, you go to the dawn where like there's like an accusation phase, a bunch of people get together and you can accuse them of being a murderer, and then you'll duke it out. Instead of casting votes, you like beat each other to death in bloody gore. And then eventually, you know, you get like one team wins or loses, and then it tells you who won and why, and then that's the... Otherwise, if you haven't, it keeps going in that loop of like, you know, prepare so you can like sharpen weapons, you can make things to help your fellow humans, and like stay in that loop. It's pretty fun, so you can kind of see like what the characters are. It's going to be all sorts of like stupid, normal normal villagers. And look at his derpy face. Look at his little derp face. So it's going to be like, yeah, little villages and stuff. And then there's also going to be monsters. And the people will be secret monsters. To like, yeah. Oh my. Look at that. Yeah, that's the basic concept. So we're kind of like in our art gen phase, ideating, building our town out, figuring out how the actual game's going to work. I love this already. Like, awesome. We're 1 day in. We're 1 day in right now, Bella. That's kind of where we're at. And so yeah, this is the art that we have so far. We're at the point where we've got like a little, gate and some props and but we got a lot more to do. A lot of art. This art needs fixing up. In fact, I think I'm going to regenerate this. I'm going to regenerate that element too. So I better. Yeah, this one's already a nope. So I'm going to regenerate that. Even though we have a decent model, I need a better version of it. With proper normals, because these normals are proper cooked. But yeah, that's the game, and thank you for the resub, Bella. I really appreciate that. Okay, let's jump into this thing. Maybe let's start here. Let's start with our watchtower. So let's do it. So we're going to go load geometry, let that upload. And then the next thing is probably, so I'll stick that there as we generate. The next thing is probably, let's see, where are my windows? So from here, we've already got quite the little list of stuff cooking. Environment 1 is probably where I have the last couple of assets that I still need. So I needed the bench. We needed the bench. We needed the bucket. Bench and bucket might be the last two. Actually, this one should be a cross. That's not done yet, because I definitely don't see it in the game. So yeah, let's get that cooking. So there we go. Let that upload. We don't want to do too many at once. The signpost and the bucket both. So this is going to be one. Get it going. That's updating. That's generating. Still uploading. We don't want to overwhelm it. I've learned that. Did you guys have a good Christmas? Did you and Fast do something nice? Yeah, it really was nice. We went for a picnic in the park and kind of just like hung out with Cray and Castell. It was a really good. It was a really good time. Yo, Windex, thank you for the follow. Hello, good to see you. You know me by my first name, so I'm guessing either you read my profile or you're coming here from Fastfy, right? Probably coming from Fastfy. Welcome in, welcome in. Thank you for the follow. I super appreciate it. Super appreciate that. Sorry, I'm realizing I left the door open for Chibi, and I don't want to be too loud and disruptive, so I'm going to close my door. All right, generate that and generate that. This one already generating. 3 at a time is probably enough. I don't want to get overwhelmed with it. So these are work in progress. The other thing that we were doing, and I should probably resume that process as well, is we were doing environment art. So those rocks. Okay, so with only a few rocks, don't generate any ground. Or plants, just the rocks. Because, yeah, otherwise it's going to have a hard time doing all that. I'm so happy I see your face. I feel like it's been 20 years. Yo, no, I like, likewise. It's really good. I need to stream more early. I'm going to be streaming a lot this holiday. So we'll see more of each other over the holiday, Bella. You have my word on that one. I'm really excited about this game. So I'm looking forward to like locking in and getting stuff done. And devs community, Windex. Very, very cool. I've been like tuning into her stream more often lately just because her content is so good. It's so good. I really love what she does. Okay, this one's going to be the hard one to retopologize properly. You know what? I wasted a generation on this because I need to generate this without without the rocks down the bottom. I think like rocks like this are going to be replacing rocks like that. So unfortunate. I need to fix that. So we're going to have to go and find the source file. Okay, but this one can go. All right, where was that? I think it was in the thread of the initial concept that I generated this windmill. So let's go back and find that. We're going to have to regenerate him too with a better style. There was a better style prompt. Okay, this is the one. Remove the props around the base of the windmill. No sacks or rocks or barrels. Also no ground or grass, just the windmill itself. Okay, done. Yeah, she's a natural at streaming. Yeah, I mean, I don't have to tell you about Dev, but she's a smart cookie. She could have been a lawyer making tons of money, doing legal things, but you know, she has her whole degree. She went through the whole freaking process, but decided instead just she was going to pursue the streaming stuff. And like, what a life! What a life! I envy people like Fass and Dev who can just like be real naturals at the streaming thing. Like, it's harder than it looks, and I super admire anybody who can do it. And she is definitely one of those people. She is definitely one of those people. Okay, this one is a win. That can go in here. To replace this. Oh, another follow already. We're just getting started. We've got, I love JavaScripts. Yo, nice. You're going to fit right in here if you love JavaScripts. Nice to meet you, man. Thank you for the follow. Super appreciate it. It's, I love what we're doing here, and it sounds like you love coding. So, welcome, man. Welcome to the community. We won't be doing much JavaScript in this game jam. It's mostly probably going to be like C# and C++. Yeah, nice little wavy emote, man. Nice. I love the animation on that. That's sick. The little Finn and Jake. Hello, man. Yo, Windex coming in here out of the blue with a follow and a sub. Man, that's sick. Thank you, Windex. I really appreciate you, man. That's so good of you. Thanks. Huge, guys. Okay. What a start to the day. All right, let's generate that geometry again without all that other stuff. Okay, that's good topology. That's really good topology. I like that wireframe. Let's get a texture. I feel like I should probably be doing, and a sub, right, Bella? Just like, bam, out of the blue like that. Huge. Merry Christmas, thank you. Dude, Windex, like, hearts, man. Like, thanks. You an OG. Thank you for that. Just like following out of the blue, dude. You're spreading the Christmas cheer. You're definitely putting a smile on my face, man. Super appreciate it. Very cool of you. All right, 3 at a time is kind of the limit that I wanna go through here. Otherwise, we start making mistakes. We overload the server. Maybe while this is going, we can work on. So here's a little thing that I've been kind of cooking on the side, and I think I need to keep improving on. So let's go to our kind of like project here. There's one of the tools I want is this. So that can go here, and I think I want to, okay, Docker. Quick start, launch server, generate images, prerequisites, yes. See, I don't want to prompt with, I want to be able to prompt with an image. Does this support that? Does this support that? That's a good question. Probably, right? Or examples. This is just prompting with text. Text description, image size, type mask, image auto. Okay, this might actually be, this is exactly what we want, but I want an interface that supports, I mean, also weird that they're calling it OpenAI, because this has nothing to do with OpenAI. Okay. Prompt. It's got way more arguments than it's listed there. Max tokens, model, URL. Is a URL a link to an image? Probably not. System user prompt. Oh, look here. This could actually be the images. Remove possible image PNG data prefix. Is this in the response? F.route image data. Yes, I think this is the response. It's going to be in the payload. Payload's going to have the args. Yeah, okay, so the args is going to be this. So if there's nothing here that lets us put in something other than a description, this is only text to image. I don't want text to image. I don't want text to image. I want image to 3D. This is completely wrong. This is Hunyan image. Why am I even looking here? I don't want Hunyan image. Oh, that's annoying. Okay, we have to update this. We just wasted a bunch of time. This isn't what I'm after. I want, oh yeah, like, hold on. Oh my God, Seb, I'm so happy to go back home. My parents got me a pottery wheel for Christmas, and I can't use it and try and make stuff. Yo, that's actually huge, Bella. That's so fun. That's going to be really enjoyable, making stuff like that. Okay, hold on. We need Onion 3D Docker. There's got to be a Docker image for this. I know there is for 2. So that's 2.1. I don't want 2.1. I want 3. All right, we're gonna do that later. We didn't need to get distracted with that, I guess. That's still a big question mark for us, I think. All right, here we go. That chair's looking tight. I'm into it. Yep, we're gonna go FBX just to keep everything standard. Done. All right, one more. Another one bites the dust. That is done. What are we going to call this? Bench. Bench, and bench can go into... maybe bench is wrong, because bench could be like a high bench. Maybe we want something like a... Let's go look at the actual original gen. What do we call it? The expensive... Like, I don't want to be lazy, but like... Describe what you see in this image. Use one word. A bench, okay. So, yeah, bench is probably fine. Bench is probably fine. We can go with that. So, bench. Where's that actual asset? We want to go to the folder. Downloads bench. Bench.fbx in here. Did I do the bucket? This is looking good. This is looking good. I need this next step to work, because this, at the moment, the faces and tries is way too much. So we're going to try and retopologize that, see if we can get a better output. This other one not yet done. So we'll let that keep cooking, and we'll let this keep cooking. Okay. All right. So let's get the bench in the scene. Boxing Day, yo, you're not wrong. Boxing exercise coach in here on Boxing Day. Like, you are very on brand, man. That is so on theme. I love that. You're really coming in hot with the appropriate name, my friend. That's sick. That's sick. Okay, cool. So, so let's see that, and we're going to get that out of the way. We're probably also going to get, this. It's very hard to select things. I should be easier to select things. I'm definitely clicking on this box. I don't know why there's got to be a better way to select things that I just don't know in this engine. All right, so crate and the wagon, and I think also let's get the barrel out of the way. These things, we don't want to crowd our size reference character here. Okay, there's our bench. That bench is going to be 1.5 times that size. I'm going to go 1.5. And then I think we'll have the size right. Too big? I think too big. Too big. So 1.2 maybe. Get our scale right. Does that seem right now? If they were sitting on this, at the moment it's about the height of their hips, but they're also weirdly proportioned. So yeah, maybe that. We'll keep it at that. We'll keep it at that. I think that size is probably fine. That'll do. That'll do. All right, next thing. Let's get these rocks in our pipeline. So let's have a think. Let's have a think. Probably we want. Yo, is that another tip? Jacob, $2.50. Thank you, man. Super appreciated. Super appreciated. And those tips, like, it's great when you get tips like that too, because the platform doesn't take its cut with that. So thank you, man. Thank you for the tip, and thank you for doing it that way as well. I super appreciate you. That's huge. That's huge. All those tips add up, guys. Like, me wanting to do this is like as an actual thing, doing this professionally, it's possible because we get support like that. So, right now it's a hobby, but I really want it to be more. So thank you for the support, man. Jacob, that's awesome. Thank you for the support. If you read this, Seb, it means you the goat. I guess I'm the goat. You the goat. You the goat, Snolzy. We know that to be true. It's not me, that's for sure. If anything, it's you guys. You guys, the real winners here. Without you, I, wouldn't be doing this. I'd probably be doing this alone, and I wouldn't be enjoying myself nearly as much. You're game jamming with me together. I feel like game jams are such a marathon that the real, how to explain it? Like the real work happens in like the camaraderie and having the people together. So having everybody here doing the game jam with me is like it's amazing. It's amazing. So thank you, Snolzy. Yo, actually, Snolzy, I should have been doing this. That's my emote. I do the gigantify. That's me, and then you do the That's how we do this dance. That's how that goes. It's awesome to finally greet you. I'm guessing you've been lurking, boxing exercise coach, and that's appropriate, man. Like if you're gonna pick any day, to introduce yourself, it's on Boxing Day. Boxing exercise coach. It's appropriate that you introduce yourself on the day named after you. Apparently, it was nothing about boxing presence, right? It was about you specifically, about you coming into this stream specifically. That's the way that name happened. Yeah, good to see you, man. Like, thanks again. And like, thanks for being active in the chat. I know it's always not, it's not always the most, not always the best to. It takes effort. Like viewing something is easy. It takes a bit of effort to like participate and get involved in the, in talking. So thank you, man. Exactly. Today was the day. But I'm guessing you've lurked for a while, which is really cool. Okay, so these are man-made stuff. We're going to start to do that just to help make this all. And then we're also going to have natural stuff, just because this is going to get really, really complex. Natural. So this is going to need its own generation. And then all of that can am I making this harder on myself than it needs to be? Probably. It can go here, and that exposes this one as not connected. There we go. And then we can start to build out this. I'm probably wasting time with these node graphs, but I do think it helps me keep track of assets. I have not done this one, but we need to keep going and generate more of these. So we are going to need, so keep the style, generate a, loose stone pile. I mean, we had another set of prompts here that was, where was it? An art list. Did I leave that one behind? Delete that. This one. Yes, I did. That needs to go into not monsters. Art list. Environment. Naming. Whoops. Did I misspell naming? The irony of misspelling naming. Misnaming naming is... You're back. Welcome back, Bella. Welcome back. Actually, it's also my real name. Stephen Stavro. Day to day. Stephen Stavro. That's a good name. That's a boxer name right there. That's a name for a boxer. Now in the blue corner, Stephen Stavro. Yep, I can see it now. Stavro. That's kind of cool sounding. Okay, loose rock piles. We also need individual rocks, small and medium. That sounds good. That sounds good. So then where were we? We were, yeah, okay. An individual rock of medium size with only a few rocks. Okay, no, we don't need that second part of the prompt. Don't generate any plants, just the rock. Let's get a rock. You gotta go, Windex! Windex! You can't like show up, follow, drop a sub, and then dip so quickly. That's kind of like generosity. Is I'm gonna make sure that I'm around for you to enjoy this stream for the next week and a half. I'll tell you what, if I want to make sure you get your money's worth for that sub. So head on back. I'm gonna be here streaming. Thank you for coming through. I really appreciate you, man. Really appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And we'll see you again soon, I hope. Hello, Faz. How are you doing? Oh my god. Oh my god. Have a look. Have a look. Look what we did. And look what Goldie got me. Look what Goldie got me. He got me this card. Guys, we got this card from Goldie. Isn't it the coolest? It's the first like viewer sent mail I've ever received, which is amazing. It's look at all the art we've made. So far this is all the stuff that we need to do still, and the stuff that we have and have not done. Isn't it cool?
Goldie.
I know. Goldie's not here at the moment, actually. It's Bella's here. Bella's here. And Snolzy's here. And Burlap's here. But
this is actually
it's really cool.
So good.
It's actually really good. Can someone clip this for...
I'm not going to read it for you, but that's...
Clip that for Goldie.
This is...
It's pretty cool. It's really cool. Check it out, fans. Check it out. Look. Oh, it's already starting to come together.
You've done this overnight?
Yeah, pretty much. Starting to... We've got some characters.
Holy.
We've got some characters. We've got some...
And the fast vampire?
I'm going to do a female fast vampire. This is going to be the... Absolutely.
No, you're not supposed to lean into this.
It's happening. It's happening fast. Just you wait. So yeah, that's definitely happening. But yeah, it's starting to come together very quickly already.
Yeah, holy crap.
Isn't that cool?
Incredible.
Yeah.
I love the art style that you're going with. It's so cool.
Yeah. The I did a few more generations of that stuff. But look, now there's menu designs too.
Oh my gosh.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a straight menu from somewhere else. It feels very polished and put together.
Yep. And then we've got like the lobby.
Ooh.
Roughly how that will work.
Design, huh? That looks great.
Top down for like running around and doing things in the house at night.
Nice.
The scene where the murder happens, everybody gathering round.
Look at that poor soul, he's just murdered there. He's ripped in part.
Yep, and then the brawling.
At least they look happy when they're done.
Yeah. I think that's gonna be a weird kind of like, maybe I'll make them like smiling and happy as they do the murder. Yeah, look.
She's a witch burner.
This is how the face is gonna happen.
Oh, cool.
So then
they can just change.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't spend too much time trying to show stuff to me. It's time that you could be working, but that looks incredible.
Oh no.
How could you?
Yep.
I would never.
So we're gonna generate you a character
I know
too.
This is wild, but like it would be cool to have a game that when you talked, it understood the tone of what you're saying and then changed the face automatically.
Sentiment analysis.
Yeah, so maybe it only happens to like one person who's been put up to talk or something, but like
that would actually be sick.
It would be pretty
that
cool.
would be a cool idea.
Because then people would have to be like acting happy.
Wouldn't that be
and then say sad stuff, and it would like be funny. Or at least that's what I'd be doing. I would definitely be trying to.
That sounds like that's a fun feature. That's a really cool idea.
No, I didn't kill him.
I didn't kill him.
Yes, Jimmy.
He got murdered all on his own.
Yeah. Hello, Owenly.
So you mean like listen to the tone versus the...
Could you be on the Jimmy stream? Yes.
Thank you for breakfast. That's
I thought it was
huge.
lunch, but you still got some
Well,
breakfast
lunch,
left over.
yeah,
You're
yeah.
working super hard.
Mm-hmm.
It's not
Walking
often
in.
that a brother does not have food that's finished in front of him.
Yeah, yeah. I'm really hitting the ground running with this one.
The ground's right there.
The ground's hit. Bish, 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 stupid ground. But yeah, it's coming together fast. Well, and I think it will for a while, and then I'll run into like technical problems like networking and animation and all of that. That'll slow it down. But for the minute,
You're flying.
for the minute, I am getting through it. That is for sure. Yeah, that's for sure. So
Cool.
that's a win.
Cute.
This one's done. Oh, damn it. It still didn't come out well. I have to fix that up.
Hey, Rocket. Hi, Bella. What's up, Shadow? What's up, Bella?
Okay, I'm just gonna go with it, even
Hi,
if
Psych.
it's broken. This one's done. This one's done. It's in. It's in. We don't need it anymore.
That's a nice boulder.
That's a nice boulder. Yep. We can actually start generating that boulder. We can start already.
Whoa, there's a Ninja Turtle there.
There is. Generate, please.
Is this what other people have generated?
Yeah, that on the right is other generations, exactly. But I'm about to go self-host and yeah.
What is going on?
What is going on?
How are you feeling for shopping stream on Sunday?
Sunday? Can do. Sounds good. Sunday, where are we today? It's nice not
It's
to know
Friday.
the day. Friday, hell
Tomorrow's
yeah.
Saturday, and then
Is that how the days of the week work?
Sunday is after Saturday.
All right, excellent. Excellent. Keen. Yeah, too many tasks on the go. We need to limit it. That one's queued up, ready to go. Sebi, did you ever try that one I was playing with? It was called Meshy. Meshy's too expensive, Bella. I definitely tried it, and the results are even better than this. But it, I can self-host this one, which I still want to work on and get right. But yeah, at the moment, no. In fact, I should actually try. I should try doing some generations with 2.5, and see how they go.
There's a chance I'll be hungover on Sunday, but if you're still down to do the shop, then
Nice. Yep.
yeah.
For sure.
Does that work? Maybe we
Was-
head over at
We're
like
going
a...
to Fruities the night before, right? Is that the
What?
Was that the plan? Is that New Year's? No.
I love that you don't know what day of the week it is, but it's definitely not Christmas, Boxing Day, and then New Year's. There is a whole week in between.
Yeah, no, fair. Okay, fair.
That is...
Some other party where Fass is going to get drunk.
No, this is a drinking stream we've promised to stream.
Oh, yeah. Okay, cool.
So, yeah, Dev wants to do that Saturday night, which was going to be my day off, but fuck it.
Yeah.
Fuck it, we do it live. So yes, does that work? We'll
That
go over,
works.
have some lunch, and then do some shops on the Sundays. Walk around and see if we buy some things.
Mm-hmm. Deal.
Deal. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it.
Excellent. This was our hanging sign.
And just take one bite before I leave. That's all I ask. Gotta make sure you're keeping this up. Do you have enough water?
I have a whole bottle right there.
Are you drinking it?
I only just got started, so.
Well, I want one bite and one sip. And one sip. One sip.
That's really good.
One bite and one sip, and then I'll leave.
That's really good. I've got the fruity protein water.
Oh, I'm happy to hear that. That protein up,
Yum.
hydration up.
I'm hydrated. I'm locked in. I'm being productive.
Okay.
I'm ready to go.
I
Love you, Fass.
Yes, Jimmy, you ready?
Thank you for your support. Sign frame, did we call it? I don't know about sign frame. I didn't get too far into Meshi. Yeah, Meshi just like, it's great. It's really good, Bella. It's really good. But abstract class, yes. I've been using Unity my entire life, actually, like half my life, my entire professional career since like Unity 3.2, like the very first public release, basically. And I have a lot of experience with Unity and a fair bit of experience with Unreal, but yeah, I don't like what Unity's been doing lately with their billing systems. Thank you, Furious, for the follow. Super appreciate you. Thanks, man. Huge, huge. So many follows already today. That's a win. That is a win. Did we call it sign frame or hanging sign? Maybe sign frame. We've got, okay, there's already a sign frame? What? Let's go see what it is. Okay, we're gonna try 2.5 for this one. See if it can like how it goes, because maybe that's the way we self-host, and then the more important assets we'll do with 3. And if this can do the retopology, then that might even be a way to. Then I'll get 2.5 running. Maybe the 3.0 model isn't public yet. So yeah, this one I think can be the sign frame. Let's see what's in here. Sign frame, I feel like this was the wrong sign. So that's the signpost, and this is what went wrong last time. So yeah, that can go, means sign frame. Which one? I think that can go. Then our more recent one, which was sign frame. Sign frame can go in here. And then we'll hang that from our, we could hang it from the house. Yeah, we'll hang it from the house just to be cool. Just for it to be cool. Does the house need to be bigger? I think the way we can tell that is let's take one of our characters. In fact, I'm actually going to add a child node of type 3D, and then we're going to vampire, mummy, and maiden all go under that one like this, and then characters, and then we're going to add environment, all this other stuff. Actually, what's that? Oh, that's just our cube for reference and scale. So yeah, abstract, I do have experience with other engines. I actually am loving Godot. Godot seems to like fit very well with the way that I like to design things in general. But it also simplifies a lot of things, like the way that it handles scenes instead of prefabs. And, instead of components, you've got scripts on like entities, on like nodes. I'm really liking it. But I haven't used it very much before. This is kind of the first time I'm using it to build anything. So it's going to be really interesting how this all shakes out and whether I keep loving it. Raid, tap in. Yo, hello, first time message. Thank you, dude. Vibe coding Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat. Dun, 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 dun. We need that kind of vibe, that kind of music. I can get behind that. How are you, man? Thank you for the first time chat. Raid, what do you mean raid? Are we getting raided? Are we about to get raided? Hillboy, thank you for the follow, man. Thank you for the follow. Is it built around ECS? I think you can use ECS, but ECS is a programming pattern abstract class. It's not like I know that ECS is built into Like, you can do like entity components and systems in games, but all right, that needs to be bigger. But like you could implement ECS yourself. Like it's really at its heart, it's just a flywheel pattern. So yeah, totally, you could do that. Hillboy Neil, like, yo, thank you for the follow, man. So where did you find us, Hill? Sorry, Hill? What do you want to be called? Hillboy? Okay, before I did all of this, I was going to get our maiden, and I was going to place her in the door of this building to get a sense of her size. And the building's size, because her size is right. That actually might be good. That might be good. It could stand to be a little bit bigger. 5.5 maybe. Just a little bit bigger. Like that. And now we can get our signpost relative to our sign frame. Sign frame can be relative to I think still bigger, right? Sign frame might still stand to be a little bigger. 1.8. Let's go with that. Too big? Too big now? If this is a house, that might be... I mean, if you want to actually read it, that might be important that the size is there. I think a little less. 1.6. I think about that. That seems right. Okay. Yep. Could you explain more about the flywheel pattern? Absolutely. Flywheel is this, right? So in different engines, like, I don't know, what engine are you familiar with? Let's go with Unity. Let's just say Unity, right? Unity has this, it'll have an entity, and it'll be like a thing is game object. And then inside of it, it will have your like start, and it will have update. And it might have like, like awake. And then like, it'll have like late update, fixed update. So it has all these things. And what happens is this object, it just, it's a complicated object. It's a class. It has a lot of like data. When the computer, so you might have like 3 instances of this. When the computer goes and like, do you know a bit about the heap and the stack abstract class? I'm guessing with a name like abstract class, you understand heap and stack. So there's heap, which is lots of memory. And then there's stack, which is a little bit of memory that sits on your CPU, and your heap sits in your RAM, right? And so these class objects, they all get like allocated different places in your, they all get different places in your RAM. So they might get allocated like this and that and that, and they're all like spread out in your RAM. And what happens is every time your game engine does update, what has to happen, right, is your update method gets called on all of these objects. So to run it, what the CPU does, right? The CPU with its it's got its cache memory, or your heap, and then you've got your RAM here, your RAM memory. Sorry, your like stack. Sorry, your heap. This one's your stack. My bad. So you've got your stack memory. What happens is every time you want to process your update function, say we want to do that update function, what happens is the computer goes, all right, I need to go and take this object and I need to go load it into my CPU. And then under that, I'm going to go process update, right? And then it it processes that thing. And then after that, what has to happen is it has to unload it. It has to unload it, and then that thing goes back onto the heap, and then the next one gets loaded in, right? And then it goes back. And the thing is, like, a lot more memory than just the bit that you need. All of the variables and stuff need to keep going back and forth between the RAM and the CPU. And this slows it down an awful lot. So what the flywheel pattern does is something really different, right? The flywheel pattern, instead of having complex classes, you get really simple classes that are usually things like structs, right? And so each of these objects, rather than being a really complicated thing, this is a struct object, right? And it's really simple. It doesn't have it only has like really simple data. So it's like simple, like a float and like an int. So it has really simple data and it's really, really small and compact, right? So small and compact that it can, instead of doing all this business here where it's going back and forth, right? Instead, what happens is you can load an array of these things. So I actually want to make this, so it's got like, hold on. So this stuff here, the flywheel pattern looks like this, right? It'll have this really, really little like for, int I equals 0. And we're actually going to make this green to show that this is the, for each x in, x thing in things, do a whole bunch of like process, right? Process the thing. What happens with this is your process method now, that gets loaded here. And instead of loading and unloading, what we can do is we can stack our stack with all of these objects. So they all get loaded all at once, right? And because we've kept them simple objects in a way that they can be cached, what we actually end up doing is instead of going back and forth, this goes in here once, right? And then it just goes boop, 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 boop. And like it iterates over these really, really quickly without having to load and unload. That load and unload is called a cache miss. And it's something the CPU does where it's like, oh, I don't have this thing. I need to go and collect it, right? Okay, only the data-oriented design before. That really helps, thanks. Yeah, good. No problem at all, man. But essentially, the flywheel pattern is a way where you create simple objects and you have a loop where you go over it with one method. And by the flywheel is just where it's essentially this. It's like you keep a structure of simple objects, and instead of iterating and doing a bunch of things, you just enumerate over those simple objects, and you avoid cache misses. And so that's what's happening here when you decide. That's what's happening inside of ECS. That's where ECS gets all of its big speed ups happen from this effect. It's essentially this effect where you can load all of your things into the cache memory and iterate over them really, really quickly instead of having to load them from the heap, load and unload constantly. And that's what makes all the difference in terms of speed, right? At its heart, that's essentially what's happening there. So, like, agnostic of your engine, if you understand those principles, you can write more optimized code. Thank you for the interesting question. Sorry for the detour, anybody else who is not particularly technical. But yeah, it is a really important thing to understand in programming. If you can get that right, you can. Ooh, I'm loving this. I'm loving these rocks. These are going to be sick rocks. And this one also. This one also pretty good. Though there's some weird geometry happening right there. No, don't worry, dude. This I love that kind of question here on the stream. Like that's what this is all about, man. This is what this is all about. Okay. So we're going to do one of small size. Instead of medium size. Okay, medium and small rocks. Then we can do stone slab. And then we might do some like bushes and stuff like that. This one I'm curious how it goes because this was actually generated with the 2.5, which would be really cool. If the result of 2.5 is decent enough, I might even just switch to that. Later when 3.0 becomes available, we can, retopologize and do stuff because we have the source key art, but okay, we've got our small rock. And also, sorry, abstract class, if I was explaining something that you just knew by a different name. Here, you can... flywheel pattern is a little more complicated than what I've just described, but I think it's essentially that same thing where client calls get flyweight on the flyweight factory, returns the flyweight. We do the operation on the return flyweight object, and the client calls flyweight again. So it's like, yeah, it's that. So where's the actual... I think where's that print tenants? Yeah, like you can kind of see that you have that object, you aggregate things, and then you enumerate them. Anyway, yep. Ooh, that's some good geometry right there. Was this the one done with 2.5? If it was, yeah, V2.5. I could just go with 2.5. I'm not even too fussed about that. So when we run into our limits, we might switch. Okay, do I have this and this in? I don't have this in, so I got distracted there on this one. I think that's going to be our windmill. Where's our old windmill? Somewhere here. It can't be too far. There's one. Oh, yeah, this is it. That's our V1. This is going to be our V2. Even just like straight up windmill. Already have that folder. So let's, pretty sure I'll be able to do this. I do wonder how it'll be handled. If I do this, replace it, and then have, does it automatically detect and re-import? And more importantly, will it update our windmill in the scene? That's what I'm very curious about. Really helps to learn the accurate names of these things. I'm not even sure if I got the name completely right there. abstract. You might want to like fact check me, but okay, that can get, well, hold on. Do we have our scale right? 7. Feel like we do. I think we might even need to re-import this. Re-import and see if that yeah, that did fix it. Okay, way better. So cool to know that we keep our scale, but we have to re-import to get other things fixed up. Okay, one thing I can do, which I quite like here, to get the scale of stuff right, if we've got this building right in terms of its size relative to that character, and they both have doors, one thing we can do here is scale this up. So 7 needs to be a little bit bigger. Maybe 8. Is the door size the same now? It's a bit narrower, but maybe that's just like intentional and fine. Even more, I think. That's getting to be a big windmill. That's too big now. So 9. All right, that can go back where it was now. Okay, cool. Very cool. We're going to have to fix a lot of this geometry, but we're definitely making good progress. We do want an image for that. This one has its texture. Hell yeah. And this was done with 2.5. So I actually feel like this is not at all a bad thing. All right, I think we're going to try and self-host. So that's going to be our medium rock. Rock medium. Now, do I want to create the same distinction in our like natural and man-made? I mean, we don't have to commit to it now. I may as well not. The other thing is we haven't put this in our board. This one I'm sure has finished. It's just not updated. That can go there. Nice. All of these need to scale down a little. Okay. We've got our rocks. So that's already gone there. Create a new folder, rock medium. Rock medium. Where's that folder? Rock medium. And now our download goes in there. Excellent. That scale might be close to right. I mean, maybe half of this actually. For the first time, we might actually downsize. Let's go have a look at the mesh density and see where that fits in. No, I think I need to change this. If I look at how dense that mesh is, that might be too much. So that goes to 1. That's better. That rocks, dude. That rocks rock. Absolutely. And display normal. Okay, we've got rocks medium. So what do we call this? The stone pile. I mean, when they get small enough, they become stones. So this is we're going to call it a rock pile. Yeah. It's a lot of geometry, these, so I'm going to have to use these sparingly. So that's stone pile. We're going to call, we're going to, rock or stone, what's a better word? Rocks. Because things can be made from stones. Rock pile. But they cannot be made from rocks unless it's like so that's going to be a rock pile. Rock pile. Excellent. And then we can start generating the next thing. I think that's in. That's in, but it's still not something we can call done because we need to like go and fix them. I think very soon I'm going to run into an issue with the number of tokens we have left. Stone is the material, rock is the object. Yeah, correct. I think something can be made from stone. A rock is like it's an object. It's a stone. A rock is a stone object, for sure. Yeah. You are quite critical of AI, but an AI auto LOD system, it's such an obvious tool for engineers. Yeah, totally. I think there are cool technologies like nanite that do a really good job of this kind of thing, abstract. It's subject unclear. Interesting. You know what? We don't actually need to waste a generation on this. We can just like split it out from the other larger objects. I think I can split the stone pile if it has distinct meshes, so maybe I don't bother with that one. But let's see how it actually comes up. Yeah, that looks pretty good. And I think also, if I go, we should be able to split out a bunch of different things from this. Yeah, so we can do that later. Good. So there's a couple more assets in. Probably a boulder might be nice, but what we can actually do is essentially that. Hold on. Chibi angry. That's one angry dog. Like that kind of holds up, right? That holds up pretty well, even at large scale. As long as you don't see them side by side like that, like a little bit of rotation and suddenly it's fine, right? I think I hear a Kaz. Guys. Oh man, Kaz is here. Oh wow, that looks great. You've just joined. Yo, Grizzon, how you doing? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Yeah, we're getting along. We're getting along with it. Starting to populate a world of things. That's for sure. Okay, so I think from here we want to go with something like a stone slab and a stone well. Those are both good ideas. A stone slab. This image is used as modeling reference. Don't generate. Yep, cool. That will do nicely. Though I do need to make sure I don't get too far ahead of ourselves. That one's done. That one's done. We actually decided against, like, this is not done. We need to split assets out. This one's done. Did I forget our bucket? I did forget our bucket. We have to generate our bucket. We don't have to, but I want to. I definitely want to generate our bucket. So copy as. Let's download that original and then we'll go our bucket. Tempted to do that one with 3.5 instead, but ooh, that's a lot of stone slabs. Generate a single. Honestly, I could crop this out and make a bunch of them. They're all really good. They're all really good. I quite like them. But also it hasn't white background. Oopsie daisy. White background. To be used as modeling reference. Let's generate that. Do we have you in? We absolutely do. Do we have you in? Yes, we do. No, I thank you, Grison. Thank you for the feedback. I'm glad you like the look of it. Working hard to get this game going. I'll have to take you through the artboard soon at a high level. Because we're getting there. So let's go. These both need retopology. I should maybe attack a character because that's going to be where we get a lot done today. I hope to be able to do some animation, get some animation going. And we need to make sure that we have a few generations left for that. With moss, cool. We'll keep the moss. I don't mind. Actually, be right back, chat. Be right back. What can I do here? It will not be long. Yep, yubby. Oh, I must be wrong. I thought I heard a Kaz, but I did not hear a Kaz. If I did hear a Kaz, Kaz is split. That still needs doing. Bucket is in progress. Oh, it's not as good. It's not as good. 3 did a better job. Do I waste a generation on this? Yeah, I do. I can't be too precious. Stone markers and gravestones is a good idea as well. You know, if you heard Kaz, Kaz, they aren't usually stealth. How you doing, Sly? Yo, good to see you. I didn't realize when I read that message, I should have said hello then. How are you, man? How have you been? Merry Christmas. Okay, mate, I'm just existing. I'm sure you're doing more than just existing. I hope you're celebrating Christmas, having a good one. Okay, we're going to try and use Docker. Did we do our seat? Yeah, we did do our seat. So that's done. Seat's done. Is bucket done? No. But in progress. Okay. So we're going to go with 3D Docker. And just to confirm, I want 2.5. Oh, man. So we can get 2. I thought 3 was available. Annoying and disappointing. Let's see. They're not really telling us how, are they? Annoying. Oh well, we'll make do. I'll let that go. Yeah, why not? And then I think we're going to transition to characters for a little bit. We're going to try and do characters. Merry Xmas to you too. Thank you, Sly. Thank you. Do appreciate it, man. Okay, I need a different vibe. We're going to go... Actually, we're going to go... Yeah. The soundtrack of this stream. Okay, where are we at? Bucket. Where's our list? I mean, 2.1 might be a thing. And then I'll reserve 3 tokens for the character stuff. I mean, let's just go with it. The 2.1. All right, let's see how it went. Not great. 3.5 really has done a better job. This one's okay. I'm going to let that finish first. I'm concerned I won't have the tokens to retopologize this, which will be annoying. Yeah, that might be annoying. I'm working on new music for the new year. Oh my god, that'd be... Bella, you know how much I've been listening to this? It's like constant. The whole thing is just... The tracks are really, really good. They capture my, like... They're very me. And I don't have to worry about copyright strikes or anything as well, which is super nice. There's some weirdness. You hope this gets like optimized out of it with the optimized pass, but okay. So where is the... I'm not going to do this with Python. I want to do this with Docker. Okay, we're just going to go straight to Docker. Straight to the source. You inspired them? Yeah, that's so... Can you remesh it and clean it up? Yeah, I think if I do our smart retopology, it's probably going to have the result that we want. Okay, here we go. This did go a little jank. I was worried it would. But it's such a small asset. People are going to see it like that. So I don't care. We're going to move fast. I'm just going to go with it. It's not as good as our last bucket, which is really annoying, but it's going to be good enough. Bucket. This was the not actual bucket. Was... Oh yeah, this is our crate bucket. Our lie. Okay. That's our real bucket. There we go. Bucket. And we probably have to tweak its scale. That's not horrible, but does it look bad for the size it will be in game? Yeah, I don't think so. I think it's going to be a really small object. And so it's fine. I don't actually care. We're going to be like a fraction of the size of this. Unless we want a giant bathtub. But we don't. It's going to be like a third of this. And also we're going to edit this probably so that it... That might even be too small. The mesh density is going to be off if it's that small. 0.5. So there we go. Probably about that. Already I think its mesh density is too much. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. It'll do. I'm not as happy with it. The 3.5 model is actually doing way better, but that's good enough. It's good enough. All right, we've got a bucket. Success. Great success. And I think we're gonna be running into limits here. Yeah. Okay, so let's focus on this for a moment. Where's our Docker desktop? The window's floating around somewhere, but for the life of me, I can't see it. Where are you, silly whale? There we go. Probably we want to search images. Here. Hunyuan. 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 I was pretty sure I saw one of these here on Docker Hub already. There it is. I mean, here it is, right here on Docker Hub. There should be like a button here, deep linking. That would be handy. Let's try Beck Lab. Will, yo, thank you, dude, for the... For 3 months at tier 1, they've been resubbed for 6 months. Holy crap, man. Thank you for the resub. I really appreciate it, Will. How are you doing? It's probably used to pick up all the dead people. Yeah, there's going to be a few of those in this game. I feel like one of those scenes is going to be like, bring out your dead from the Monty Python one. Goldie said it, and it's like so on point. Half of a year watching you. Time flies, I know, right, man? It's, Sorry, just closing the door. Yeah, it does fly. I can't believe it. Can't believe it. 6 months. Half a year is huge. Half a year already. Crazy. Okay. So, Docker Hub. Maybe I'm searching the wrong place. HUNYUAN. Okay. 1.4K on this one. That might be the one to go. Lots of downloads, no stars. Let's go have a look at the... Ooh, that one, 10K. That's the video one. I mean, this... I want the 3D. 3D version 2. I mean, 2.1's probably better. Run Portahonian. I don't know what this is. Let's go have a look. No. Nope. You're doing good. You actually drove to Melbourne yesterday, here for a few days. Sick, man. That's awesome. That's awesome. It's a cool place. Literally cool right now. Freezing. Freezing. You chose quite the time to do it. It's cold right now. Okay, this is not getting better results. I mean, here, probably this one, right? Persistent model caching 10 times for subsequent startups. I don't even know what's in these. That's video. I don't want the video. These ones are out. Not this one. Version 2. This, at least this references 3D specifically. But I want 2.1. I think this one. We're going to go to this one. He's actually done some docs. Unlike this guy. So yeah, we're going to go with this one because he decided to document things. I wonder what Turbo is. Does he have docs? New version available already. Fucking... Okay. Why don't people write documentation for these? You would think that you would. 2.1 with a cached start. He's definitely AI'd his descriptions, but I don't even care. Quick start, Docker pull this, Docker run that, build from source. I think we're going to do, yeah, let's do it. Going with this one. That'll do. Jacob, welcome. Freezing cold, but it heats up on Sunday. Okay, that's good to look forward to because, yeah, it is pretty damn cold. But absolutely. Looking forward to it heating up. How's my Christmas? And chat? Like, my Christmas was really good. I enjoyed it a lot. It was hanging out with chat for a lot of it. And also hanging out with Kaz and Fast and Cray. It was a good day. It was a great day. At least it's warmer there than here. Where are you, Mike? Where are you? Because it got to like 15 degrees. Maybe that's like... But also in Melbourne, you don't like... In summer, you don't expect it to be that cold. It's like you're not dressed for it. You're not prepared for it. Okay, fair enough, Mike. Fair enough. Your Christmas was in the car for 9 hours. Man, you enjoyed listening to some of the stream yesterday? No, sick, Will. I'm glad that you were following along. It's it's an interesting stream. It's exciting. You know what? Like, I should probably just catch people up. For those who don't know what we're doing a game jam. We're making a game called Not Monsters. It's a social deduction game. It's going to be like Fall Guys meets Party Animals type brawling. And that's crossed with Werewolf, so kind of like Among Us. So it'd be a multiplayer game where, here's some of the key art. You can imagine the villagers have to beat the monsters have to beat the villagers, but the monsters hide as the villagers. Maybe I need to put that in our key art a little bit better. So we need to do another generation of the key art that communicates that concept, which will be interesting. So I haven't done that yet. But yeah, so there's like lobby, and then you go and you prepare during the night, or you rest to heal. Or you can sneak out, and the monsters can sneak out and murder people. And then you have this like accusation phase where the king will adjudicate, and everybody gets together and they burn the witch, and it'll be like, bring out your dead, and like the dead will come there. And then people will be able to duke it out to kill who they think is if they think they know who somebody is as a monster, then everybody actually kills them with the brawler, and monsters can like turn into their monsters and fight better and stuff like that. Oh my God, -2 is very, very cold, Mike. That's crazy. And then eventually all of the monsters are left, or all of the villagers are left, and that's it. That's it. Then that's game over. So we're kind of like working through generating some environment right now. We're going to be working on generating the characters. I'm working on getting I'm trying to get a self-hosted version of Hanyan going, because I don't want to be constrained by the generation limits. I'm going to see how this goes. We're just going to download and run this for a start, and we'll see how it goes. -29 with wind chill. Holy crap. Holy crap. You all are in freezing places. What on earth? I mean, I don't feel right about complaining about our temperature anymore with that kind of weather condition going on for you guys. Okay, so while we wait for this, we're waiting for too many things. Feel like I've got too many things in the air. Let's go to, so initial concept had some of our characters in it, right? Here's our character art thread. Okay, there was alternates of this, right? Actually, this we did get some good results with this one. So I think what we're going to do is generate more characters. I think I really want to like get like the most typical character that we can. Maybe I'll go the guard. If not the guard, I mean, we had our mummy, we had our werewolf. I don't know about the guard. He's going to be like pretty buff character to like, might be armored with more like, I don't know if we're going to go so sophisticated as defense and stuff like that. This is our farmer. Let's go the farmer. So here's our farmer variant with his hat. Let's do that. Okay. Let's let our farmer be the first character that we do for today. And we're going to be doing it different today with the way that we generate these characters, because we need we're definitely going to need, we're going to need to, so I'll generate it first off. Oh, annoying. All right, that's not going to work. We need 2.5. wish I hadn't spent all those tokens on generating the environmental stuff. Because then, the character, that's what I really need right now. That means we're stuck with our janky vampire, which is disappointing. It was nice out in a fall jacket. Nice. Congrats on the game launch. Thank you, Will. I saw you in Fast playing it. The game stream, yeah, thanks, man. I really appreciate that. I haven't even checked the stats really to see how it's going. I just hope it's doing well. I hope I had a good day over Christmas. I'm gonna, we're gonna find out sooner or later how it went, but it's tough. It's tough making a game. I'll tell you that much. Let's see, how did... Yeah, we'll see. See how it goes. But I don't have too many high hopes for it, honestly. Well, if it just doesn't fade into obscurity, that would be nice. So I'll keep pushing it, but it was a big undertaking, and you learn a lot along the way, I guess. You're off, Jacob? Gonna put another log on the fire and finish up Grinch and head to bed. Yeah, that actually sounds great. Sounds like a day really well spent, Jacob. Take care. Merry Christmas forever. Yeah, thank you, Jacob. Good night, man. Sleep well. Merry Christmas to you too. That's a huge problem with games, though. They can be hit or get lost. Gamers are picky bunch of people. They really are. What am I eating? Fast made me some toast with avocado. And I've also got some oats and chopped up fruit and strawberries and stuff. It's real good. I know, super yum, right? Super yum. I am very much enjoying. Okay. Where are we at with this? Okay, I need to check on Docker. Damn, this is taking forever. I wonder how big it is, though. Maybe it's just huge. Maybe it's just huge. At least we get a progress bar here. That's handy. Annoying that you can't get back to what you were looking at. Oh well, whatever. So when that finishes, we'll be able to resume generation a little bit. I'm not optimistic about the performance of 2.1 compared to some of the other stuff, but it'll be enough to keep moving. I think, that's all we want right now is just placeholders. Everything can be placeholder to begin with. I wish I'd been more careful with my tokens. I really do. Okay, maybe I can still be a little smart about this. Nah, probably not. So, the next thing I want to do is this. All right. This is going to be better than last time, I'm sure of it. We're just going to go new. New general. We don't need any of that. Don't need any of this biz. We have in our downloads, we're going to have our FBXs with running and breathing idle. Okay. We're going to import them. Okay. I kind of hate that if you import something, it keeps the objects there. This is so much better than the tutorial we were looking at yesterday, hey. Yo, Dewey, how you doing? Just heading off to work for a little bit, but as you're on, I thought I'd just pop by and hope you had a lovely Christmas. Yeah, I did. I had a good Christmas. I hope you did too, Dewey. Merry Christmas, man. Thanks for stopping in. Really appreciate it. Okay, so it's saying I can go here, and I can see... So this one is going to be our idle. And then this one's going to be our run, I'm guessing. Okay, this has not worked the way that the guy said it would work. That's our idle. Where's our run? Okay, hold on. We need to rewind and see what the hell happened. There's definitely a running animation here, right? So this one has a running animation. So delete hierarchy is what he said to do. Select it there. Where's our run? It's not working for him like it did for us. That's frustrating. That's a bit frustrating. Hey, Jess, how you doing? I hope I had a good Christmas. Yeah, I did. I hope you had a great Christmas too. It's cool of you to drop by. How cool is that? Guys, you know what? Hold up. This is Jess White. Of course, I was like, is this actually Jess? But it is. Hold on. You need that. You need that. Welcome in. How you doing? Can't you just FBX export the animation curves? I just had a chill one. Nice. Check out what we're doing. I'm having the opposite of a chill one. I've decided I don't need holidays. Who needs holidays? We're masochists and we like to work even on our breaks. So we're making a game. We're making a game called Not Monsters. I feel like you're gonna like this. I feel like you're gonna like this game. This is the kind of game that you might enjoy playing. If you want to like play test with your community at the end of the game jam in like 1.5 weeks, maybe that would be a thing you can do. But yeah, it's called Not Monsters. It's gonna be like, imagine it's like Among Us meets like party animals. And so you know, instead of like voting people and like you still do tasks, but the tasks are a bit different. They're like help prove your innocence by like upgrading things that other people could do. You can kind of get a bit of an idea of it. It's like you know, join the lobby, you get a secret role. You can prepare your weapons for the brawl on the next day. You can rest. You have an accused phase where people talk and the king can give like immunity and can reveal if a person is. And then there's like this like phase where people actually just like bludgeon each other and there's like all gory despite the like the cutie aesthetic. And then either all of the villagers kill the monsters or the monsters kill the villagers, and then like, you know, that's game over and you get revealed what the heck happened. But yeah, you can kind of see the vibe. And we're at the process of like starting to create some of the assets for it. So I'm starting to get the world together. And yeah, it's slowly coming together. It's so far, it's really fun. This looks awesome. Hey, Baggius, thank you for the follow. It looks so fun. I hope it'll be fun. I've got a lot of work in front of me. And a lot of other like untested technologies that I'm going to be trying out for the first time. So that's going to be interesting. Hold on, okay, shift seems to be the trick for that. But yeah, a lot of new tech that I'm going to be trying. I'm going to be trying new game engines that I've never used before. I'm going to be trying like all sorts of AI generation tech that I've never used before. So it should be fun, should be cool to see what comes out of this. It's going to be an interesting time. It's going to be an interesting time for me in the next couple days. But yeah, I'm loving it. I love doing this stuff. So, Jess, thank you for dropping by. Are you streaming later? Maybe when I'll be going quite a long time, but I'm planning to go to the gym, which means I might raid out later. If you're on, I'll send you a raid if I can. Thank you again for swinging by and jumping in. Baggius, thank you for the follow again. That's really, really cool. The channel has stopped growing for. He's a gym bro. Look. I'm going with Cray probably at about 7. We're all gym bros. I think we all motivate one another. It's it's a good vibe. It's a good vibe. It's a good way to socialize, and it's also just good for your head, right? Regular exercise makes like a lot of difference to your state of mind. I think that makes a huge difference to state of mind. I've got 20 transactions. Why are you telling me I got none? It took all my transactions. God damn it. Just because 2 people are using the same computer. It is actually legit though. Group of cuties. Yeah. I mean, it's a good group. It's like Baz goes to the same gym, Bazagaza, like the really tall Bazagaza. Nathan goes there. Like the other Nathan goes there, who's not a streamer, but that dude is legit like one of the most jacked human beings, like super powerlifter guy. Like he'll do bench with like free weights, like 60 kilograms each arm. It's, oh my gosh, really, really impressive. It's good motivation to be around people like that. That's one thing I really like about Melbourne, Jess. Like, I got a lot of really, really good friends down your way on the Gold Coast, but like, I think being around a lot of content creators here in Melbourne is like, it's good. It's a good, it keeps you motivated. And then just like looking at everybody else doing really cool things like Fruity, and it's, I'm trying to move down here. Oh, sick. That's pretty cool. Though, there are lots of good content creators up there as well. You should, so let's see, there's like Alithia's up there. You've got Danzy up there, who's doing a lot of cool stuff. Like those guys would be really cool to collab with. There's a lot of game dev people up there too, but I guess that's a whole different industry. Okay, so why is this not working the way that it said it was gonna work? I'm kind of disappointed. Where's the animation? We're gonna go back to Mixamo, and try and get these animations again. So even just like, let's just test with a random one. We're just gonna test with this random roll. We're gonna do it without skin. No keyframe reduction. Let's see. I'll download that. Go into Blender. Okay, where is it? Is it not finished? Surely it wasn't such a large download. This is called running? That's such a stupid name for an animation. Misnamed. I think bad names are worse than like, misnames worse than bad names. Okay, there's the roll. I should be able to delete in hierarchy, and here should be able to select that and then play it, right? That guy is a goddamn liar. He's a goddamn liar. I tell you, both these YouTube videos are missing something. I'm missing something. She is. You adore Ali? Yeah. Ali's great. Ali's great. At PAX, she, we were at Fortress, like, really late. like the last people there. And Ali was awesome. She like refused to leave until she saw me off in a cab, and then she like insisted on buying the Uber. And it was like she didn't have to do any of that, but she was just like such a kind and considerate person. It's you know, she always seems really approachable and fun on her stream, but you never know how a person will be in person. And she was just like just as nice, just as nice. But you know, you never know. You never know. Okay. I'm going to make a new folder in here. Animations. Because this is getting a bit chaotic. That's going to go here. There's another running and breathing idle. Those are going to go here. Let's take them all into the scene. There must be something about how I import them, right? Maybe that's what's actually going wrong. These should be able to delete. I should be able to go from here to nonlinear animations to see them all. If I select this one, I should be able to see multiple. Look, the animations are just gone. What's he doing different? Oh, do I need to select an armature? I need to select an armature to see them, which is different from that other guy's. Okay, now it's kind of working, but their directions are all whack. Why is that rotated? Were you showing your game at PAX? No, I wasn't. Jess, you didn't have to do that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for resubbing. It's so weird because I'm a fan of you, Jazz, definitely. For you to be subbing to me is just like, what? What? That doesn't make sense. That's backwards. Thank you so much. And oh my God, we just hit our sub goal too. Huge. I need to make a new one. I need to make a new sub goal. I think it was an auto-made one though, right? It must have been like 10 subs or something, but that's incredible. I do such good stuff. Look, I really appreciate that, Jazz. I really do. When this game comes along, I'm working on pipelines that let me create skins, like player skins, like, hold on, like these ones. And I can do it really quickly, right? I can create new characters quite fast. If you like, when the game gets a little more developed, maybe we can make you a playable character. Because I want to do that for I want to do it for Fass and Castell and for Cray and for Dev. And I want to create some on brand. Maybe we can do we can lean into the dark hair and eyeliner type look that you got going on and do a Morticia Adams kind of thing. That could be cool. Just message me if you ever want more people to play. Look, this is going to be this, let me just caveat the whole thing and be this is probably, I don't know how much I'm actually going to get done in a week and a half. Games take studios of sometimes hundreds of people years to finish. So the expectation that I'll actually have anything, especially when I'm as distracted as I am dealing with stream and learning new tools, it might not come to anything. It might not come to anything at all. We might not actually get anything playable by the end of it, but I'm quietly optimistic. I think we're going to be okay. Okay, so this does actually... So let's finish our tutorial. Where was this guy at? Because now I kind of believe him more that I figured out that I have to apply the armature. And where is this? Okay, this one's run and ready. That's huge, actually. 50 gig. Jesus. Let's run this and see. It should give us a URL when it finishes booting up. And it might actually take a long time to... Okay, let's see. Where's the docs? We've got faith in you get to work yet. No, you're not wrong. You're not wrong, Jason. I do have to hustle. There's a lot to do with this one. Okay, so that's actually running now. It's been a long time since I used Docker, and I have not done it through Docker Hub either. Show container actions. There might be In images, okay. So maybe I even just like need our terminal. Where's the CLI here? Because I need a Docker. I mean, I just did the Docker run. View container usage, view packages, pull, push to Docker hub. I want none of those things. I mean, it's probably on localhost 8080, right? 8080. No. There's going to be a way to like view the ports that this thing is using. Very annoying. This container, surely it's in use. Let's just try this again. Okay, so I do need to go to containers. I think the container that was there. All right, we're going to get rid of that one. I think it just dies immediately. Okay, we do need our GPU stuff, so we're going to have to configure this in some way. Snolzy, look how excited he is. Don't you love this guy? Don't you love this guy, Jess? His enthusiasm is so infectious. Okay. Logs. Definitely logs, because something's gone wrong here. CUDA. So this is the thing that gives GPU access to your... okay. I might need to do something in BIOS to make this work. NVIDIA driver was not detected. Dang it. All right, let's have a shot. So I'm trying to install a container using Docker Hub for Hunyan 3.1. 2.1. When I run my container, I have the following in the output. How do I correct this issue and get my container running so that I can start generating models? Let's see what it has to say. Okay. Where's our command? It's just, okay, just bin bash. What volumes have we got? No volumes. Does it mount? Where does it keep its data? What environment variables? Oh my gosh. Okay, it has a network bridge, so we should be able to, we should be able to find the port. So what is it running? It's running Linux. NVIDIA drive was not detected. There's a harmless warning. Configure the host. Confirm the host can see that. On the machine that's running Docker, yeah, all right, let's... That seems like a Linux command, but I guess it's not. Here's the output of step A. Okay. Revise your instructions for a host that's on Windows 11. Okay. What's the next step? You're everywhere lurking. Yeah, Will, you are everywhere all at once, omnipotent. We need one of those like Luke lurk type icons for you. Okay. Step A is good. The container sees the GPU only, and you're running a Linux container via Docker desktop. When that isn't wired up, NVIDIA's CUDA based image prints exactly what you're seeing. Okay. Make sure you're using Linux containers, WSL backend, Docker desktop, settings, general. Okay. Settings, general. Use WSL. Yep. Also ensure that Linux container mode, not Windows containers mode. I mean, how do we actually change that? We don't want either of those, by the way. And then Docker engine. Desktop Linux is running. Okay, I think this is probably fine. WSL should already be up to date. We can confirm this quickly. I'm not going to do an update if I don't need to. I don't want to get caught doing this for too long. Enable Docker's WSL integration. Let's see what it has to say about that before we go any further. One thing I don't like about how GPT can do this is it'll give you like 5 steps, and you run into something on the first step. You don't have a user Linux just like Ubuntu installed. Docker Desktop is running its own internal WSL. You must rely on Docker Desktop GPU WSL bridge. You cannot debug GPU visibility from the side normals. Okay. Support visible via. Okay. Explicitly passing. It's not verified because you don't have a. Okay. I don't know. This is not optional for reliable GPU containers. I don't like the idea that this could. I'm not so sure about this. The other thing we can do is just run this like without a container, because the whole point of a container was to make this like simple and easy, right? I'm very tempted to just do this with Python. How hard is that? How hard is that going to be? Onion 2.1. We've got pip, Python, PyTorch. I mean, is it really that easy? That seems very easy. So image to shape model, that's what we want. Texture generation model, we want both of those. Okay, we'll go back to these run instructions. What's Gradio? Okay. Yo! Trav, how are you? Merry Christmas, man. How are you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. How have you been? Guys, this is Travi. If you haven't met him before, Trav is a really old friend. He's been around in my life forever. And, kind of like set me up on my first non-games programming job where I learnt Docker, the technology that we're doing right now, by the way. So you all can thank him for that. How are you doing, Travi? Merry Christmas, man. Merry Christmas. How's the fam? How was your Christmas? How are the kids? How's it all trucking along up there in Brisbane? You were one person I should have put on my round of phone calls yesterday, but I didn't get time. It was a busy day. I hope you're doing well, man. Keep talking to me like that and you will no longer be a date. Hold on. Snolzy and Will, you two are incorrigible. I'm sorry I missed your message immediately, Trav. I hope you're still around. I hope you got to see me say hi. Yeah, is Trav also Trav's one of the founders. Hell yeah. So that's cool. All right. We test our model with Python and PyTorch. I think I'm just going to follow a YouTube tutorial. Onion 3D self-hosted. I mean, is this gonna? I doubt it. I didn't even realize we could do that. This is going to be nothing to do about hosting it. Okay, no, wrong instructions. Might be this one. Same guy, actually. Interesting. No. I mean, that might be another way to do it. Comfy UI. This doesn't look right. Is this a sponsored one? No, We need better reference. This is gonna be annoying. Okay, what's that on about? Oh, I've been using the wrong one. Oh, that's handy. Okay. Okay, sorry guys. I know this is not the most engaging experience as I try and figure out the art generation pipeline stuff. So let me check this out because we might be able to use this and then just like lock in. Okay, that would be very handy if it were to work. I'll be in my bed, Kappa. See you there. You two, you guys have got a bromance going on. I swear. Okay, maybe, just maybe, we're back in business with this, and we can kick off with a character. But I'm really interested to do the self-hosted stuff. Okay, hold on. This character in here, we're gonna need 3.0 for this. Okay, nice. Looks like we get a few more generations, which is what we want. Yay, great success. The other thing I can maybe do is, if we go here, oh man, they did not turn the office computer on. Somebody shut it down before they left for the holidays, which is fair enough, but also really annoying. Because I would like access to my office computer. That would be good. I could set up a reverse proxy, but dude, that's a little bit extreme. It's a bit much. Yeah, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. I'm tempted to like remove his hat. That might be a good thing to do in this case, because it'll get in the way of the rigging, I imagine. But since it's so high up from his neck, maybe it'll be okay. We're about to see. We're about to see. And then we'll use this guy to retarget our animations. And then, yeah, we're going to... So that the next few steps for us is generate this character, generate the next few steps. Okay, he's looking good. Reeds apologize. And is it just me, or did that happen quicker than the non-local one? Did Fast just go live? I'm guessing she just got home. No, I can hear some Kaz. I'll be right back. Guys. Sorry to bail on y'all. BRB. Okay, guys. Okay, Kaz is here. And she wants some coffees. Yo, Goldie's back! Goldie's back. Welcome back. I'm going to go for coffee, which means I am going to go offline and I'm going to come back in like a couple of hours, okay? So I figure like, yeah, is that a hello? Is that a hello? Yeah, it is a hello. But it should be a goodbye. Don't go. Sorry, guys. Look, I'll be back in like an hour. I promise. Who else is here? Cray! I'm going to raid Cray. I never get to raid Cray. So we're going to raid Cray. And then I'm going to be back online. So I'm going to take a lunch break. Okay, guys? You came at the wrong time. Look, trust me, guys. I'll be back soon. Copy your message. We'll see you in a minute. I'm going to grab coffee and then I'll come back. So raiding Cray, everyone ready up. I hope we get lots of people to give him a big raid so I don't feel silly with a little crowd, because Cray's got a giant crowd. He's always epic, huge group of people. Okay, and I will be back soon, guys. I will be back soon. You've got about 10 seconds left to see this generation. We're going to see the character very soon, so hopefully that happens before the end of it. And we'll also just like tune into Cray. Creator. And we'll see what he's doing. What the heck's he looking at? What's he doing? Oh, there, he's back. He's back. Okay, good. 38's a good number. 38 people here. Everybody ready up? I want to go with a lot of people so he's impressed with how well I'm doing. I want to just like impress Cray. So everyone ready up. All right, here goes. I'll see you soon. I feel like we need to change up the next set a bit higher BPMs so the height it distracts you. That's like, that'd be good. Oh, Bella, I can't wait to hear it. Okay, raid time. I'll see you guys after lunch. So I'll be back soon. See you